Welcome to the This Week in Astrology video forecast. This is episode number 78 for the first half of November 2016. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Benjamin Bernstein of astroshaman.com, coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina. I'm an astrologer, shamanic healer, and awakening activator, and it's my pleasure to bring you these twice a month astrology forecasts. So, what's new for the first half of November? The energy of revolutionary transformation is back! Freshly stimulated by a Jupiter-Uranus-Pluto T-square lasting over 2 months. The first half of November also features a super close Taurus Full SuperMoon and 16 Sun, Mercury, and Venus events. A lot to talk about. What's old as we come into November? We got a waxing moon, 2 retrograde planets, Neptune through November 19th, Uranus through December 29th. So let's move now to our individual forecast days. On Tuesday, November 1st, your passion for getting to the bottom of things and speaking the unvarnished truth can be inspired by a Mercury-Mars quintile, Mercury 12 Scorpio and Mars 24 Capricorn. Also, on Tuesday, November 1st, pick your flow, divine or creative, and relax into it with the Sun trine Neptune. Sun 9 Scorpio, Neptune 9 Pisces. This aspect also smoothly supports sacred sexuality and opening to spiritual transformation. No major events on Wednesday, November 2nd. On Thursday, November 3rd. In the work of Byron Katie, when having a challenging thought, you're encouraged to ask yourself, is this true? If your answer is yes, the next question is, can you be absolutely sure it's true? These are good questions to keep in mind with Mercury sextile Pluto. Mercury 15 Scorpio, Pluto 15 Capricorn. Remember that some of the things you believe to be true may turn out to be false. It's happened to me. And things that are true at one level of consciousness may be false or put into an entirely new perspective at another level. On Friday, November 4th, many a relationship has been triggered with Venus square Chiron, Venus 21 Sagittarius, Chiron 21 Pisces. If you and your beloved have a challenge come up, can you cooperate in seeking a harmonious win-win solution? And can you look inside to see what old wounds need to be healed within yourself? My healing invocation might help you. To get to that, just go to astroshaman.com, and in the upper right corner, on the sidebar, there's this purple banner, Heal and Awaken Invocations. You might need to scroll down for it on a phone or a tablet, but tap it, click it, and you'll come to a page. There's 4 blog posts. The very last post with the screaming man will be what you're looking for. On Saturday, November 5th, like a rainbow emerging from a storm, today's Venus-Uranus trine, Venus 22 Sag, Uranus 22 Aries, follows yesterday's Venus-Chiron square. If a relationship got challenged yesterday, the inspiration on how to harmonize it can flow to you today. This energy also supports abundant creative expression and expansive financial opportunities. On Sunday, November 6th, you can more easily embody the mind of the healer and the mentor with Mercury trine Chiron, Mercury 21 Scorpio, Chiron 21 Pisces. This is also a good time to receive counseling, especially on personal transformation and financial abundance. Courtesy notice, the USA shifts to standard time at 2 a.m. today here on Sunday, November 6th. Fall back. On Monday, November 7th, this month's theme of questioning your sacred cows is fired up once again with Mercury quincunx Uranus. Mercury 22 Scorpio, Uranus 22 Aries. Your thinking can reach new depths and leap to the next level all at the same time, if you leave enough quiet space for your intuitive flashes to strike. Also, on Monday, November 7th, personal transformation is smoothly energized with the Sun sextile Pluto, Sun 15 Scorpio, Pluto 15 Capricorn. This aspect also supports sacred sexuality and Energizer Bunny productivity. Also, on Monday, November 7th, the universe is sprinkling relationship fairy dust with Venus quintile Jupiter, Venus 25 Sagittarius, Jupiter 13 Libra. Can you and your sweetie take some special time to hang out and see where inspiration leads you? This aspect is also awesome for creative inspiration. On Tuesday, November 8th, there are no major astrology events on the USA's Election Day. Cast your vote anyway. On Wednesday, November 9th, Mars transits Aquarius today through December 19th. This can encourage you to boldly express your true individuality to the world, take immediate action on your intuitive flashes, and more proactively serve others in the ways that most delight you. You can also be more experimental in your sex life. Also on Wednesday, November 9th, abundant creative inspiration is available with Venus quintile Neptune, Venus 27 Sagittarius, Neptune 9 Pisces. This aspect can also bring an inspired flow to relationships and new ideas on how to make money. Nothing to report on Thursday, November 10th. On Friday, November 11th, enough of thinking about all those changes you want to make. A Sun-Mars quintile, Sun 20 Scorpio, Mars 2 Aquarius, can inspire you to actually make them. This fiery energy also supports athletics, sexuality, leadership, and striving for a worthy cause. Also, on Friday, November 11th, Venus transits Capricorn today through December 7th. This supports taking a realistic look at your relationships. Are you getting a worthwhile return on your investment of time and energy? Is this person helping you achieve your goals? Capricornian Venus also supports artistic and financial productivity. On Saturday, November 12th, we only have one aspect pattern in the first half of November, but it's a doozy. A powerhouse Jupiter-Uranus-Pluto T-square begins today here on November 12th, peaks on December 11th, and ends on January 6th. It's one of the strongest astrological events of the year and will last over 2 months. At the most basic level, Jupiter will be rekindling the power of the waning Uranus-Pluto square. This amplifies the power of revolutionary transformation. Pluto in Capricorn can take a wrecking ball to old structures that have outlived their usefulness, while supporting new structures whose time has come. Pluto normally takes its time, but Uranus in Aries has no patience. It wants those changes yesterday. Examples of these energies at play include Donald Trump wreaking havoc within the Republican Party and, if the polls are correct, the imminent election of the United States' first female president. Challenging manifestations of this square include political chaos in the Middle East, the massive global refugee crisis, and increasingly extreme weather events fueled by climate change. On a happier note, we now have amazingly helpful and intelligent mobile devices, an abundance of high-quality entertainment, and a rising tide of spiritual awakening sweeping the planet. Uranus-Pluto aspects bring out the extremes on both sides. On a personal level, this square can fuel the acceleration of your own life-affirming changes in all areas. Are you ready to be the real you, even if doing so disappoints others? Do you have the courage to follow your intuitive flashes, even if they lead you in scary or unexpected directions? Can you tolerate the extreme pleasure you would experience by serving others with your greatest gifts that you most love to use? Those were Uranian possibilities. Pluto asks that you release everything that doesn't serve you, whether physical, relational, or conceptual, and that you transform like a caterpillar morphing into a butterfly. The more you're willing to offer yourself as an intuitively guided instrument of divine service, the more powerful you will become under the influence of this T-square. Let's look at this T-square's personal effects from the other direction. The influence of Uranus and Pluto on Jupiter can catalyze a quantum leap in how you relate to religion, philosophy, and the meaning of your life. You could connect with a life-transforming teacher or catalyze the growth of others by sharing your wisdom. And transformative experiences await you if you travel to foreign countries or expose yourself to the influence of other cultures. Jupiter is in Libra, the sign of relationship and creativity. How can you take these to the next level in your life? And all 3 planets are in cardinal signs, which support new beginnings. The winds of transformation are billowing your sails November 12th through January 16th. What ports of call are you choosing? Now, it ain't over till it's over. The Uranus-Pluto square peaked 2012 through 2015 with 7 exact squares. But even as the square wanes, it will be powerful enough to keep the energy of revolutionary transformation cooking through the rest of the decade. The prior major Uranus-Pluto event was their conjunction, which was exact 5 times, 1964 to 66. But the most revolutionary year of the 60s was 1968. History suggests that exact alignments often plant seeds, which then blossom in the years immediately following. In the same way, even with the Uranus-Pluto square waning, its most powerful effects may be yet to come. In a world which so needs positive change, I consider this very hopeful news. The Uranus-Pluto square also invites you to examine your own role in this epic unfolding drama. Will you be watching from the sidelines? Or will you step up to do whatever you can, small or large, to create positive change in your life and in the world? And how strongly is this T-square affecting your chart? The Jupiter-Uranus-Pluto T-square peaks on December 11th with Jupiter between 18 and 19 degrees Libra. This means that sensitive points in your natal chart between 15 and 22 degrees in any of the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, will be most strongly affected. And if you would like to know if this T-square is especially important for you, I'm happy to do a free quick response chart check for you. Just email me your name along with your date, time, and city of birth if I don't already have it. That email is info@astroshaman.com. I'll let you know if I recommend an Astrology Plus session to help you make the most life-affirming use of this powerful T-square. As always, you can use my sliding scale between $80 and $180 an hour if you need it. So get your free quick response chart check now. And as long as I'm talking about opportunities, let me also mention EASE, my Embodied Awakening Support Experience. It's a donation-based program, weekly events via phone or web to help you enjoy more harmony, grace, and flow, eliminate suffering, increase your intuition and synchronicity, stop mental chatter and challenging emotions, live each day in a peaceful, awakened state, enjoy support from your kindred spirits on your journey, and much more. The online recording library now has over 60 MP3s and is growing every week. This lets you experience the life-transforming power of ease anytime because the recordings carry all the juice of the live events. It's important to me that anyone be able to participate in ease, whatever their financial situation. Pay as little or as much as you wish, however often you choose. And if you're on the web or if you're on a physical computer, you should be able to click the link that you're seeing right now. If not, then you can go to astroshaman.com and go to services, and ease is currently the third service down in the menu. Now, we're not even quite done with Saturday, November 12th, so let's wrap that up. Mercury transits Sagittarius today through December 1st. Take advantage of this expanded mental energy to ramp up your learning and communication. It's also a great time to dive more deeply into philosophy, religion, and foreign studies. And finally, on Saturday, November 12th, healing and shadow work can flow more easily thanks to a Sun-Chiron trine. Sun, 21 Scorpio, Chiron, 21 Pisces. This aspect also supports mentoring, shamanism, and awakening practices. On Sunday, November 13th, what needs adjusting in your life as the Sun quincunxes Uranus? That's the Sun, 21 Scorpio, and Uranus at 21 Aries. This aspect will support the change if you'll get it started. On Monday, November 14th, a full supermoon illuminates the sky at 8:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's in Taurus at 22 degrees 37 minutes. Not only will this be the closest supermoon of the century to date, but there won't be another supermoon this close to Earth until 2034. Supermoons don't just swell the tides, but they also increase a lunation's astrological power. Like any Taurus full moon, this lunation supports the release or adjustment that relates to your money, personal possessions, and self-image. Does some of your stuff need to be sold, donated, or discarded, maybe recycled? Would it serve you to reconsider your spending habits? Would some counseling or shadow work help boost your self-esteem? Are there areas in life where you're digging in your heels? If so, are you stubbornly resisting change for no good reason? Or have you really thought through the situation and determined that maintaining the status quo is best? Finally, examine whether you're spending enough time in nature and getting the full measure of life-enriching pleasure from your five senses. This full moon's strongest aspect is a tight T-square between the moon, sun, and Pallas Athena. Are you mustering enough feminine assertiveness in your life? Would it help to strategize important moves more thoroughly before you act? A tight sextile from Chiron adds significant healing power. Is it time to step more fully into your own healing or mentoring abilities, or seek such assistance from someone else? The moon also receives a tight semi-sextile from Uranus and a loose trine from Pluto. These add a subtle flavor of revolutionary transformation to this full moon. For more on the Uranus-Pluto effects, scroll back a bit. I talked a lot about those when I talked about the T-square with Jupiter. The Pluto trine and a Ceres semi-sextile augment the Taurian potential for financial enhancement. This lunation's Sabian symbol is a jewelry shop filled with the most magnificent jewels. These jewels were taken from their rough natural state and carefully crafted to maximize their beauty. Are you doing the same with yourself? Are you focusing more on external attractiveness, or are you cultivating the more radiant and lasting beauty that shines forth when you cultivate your inner light? Each time I facilitate a person's awakening with my Heal and Awaken invocations, the physical attractiveness of their face immediately and dramatically increases. Embodied awakening is the best beauty treatment I know. Most people admire jewels for their beauty, but not everyone tunes into their energetic power. I recently placed rough pieces of celestite, rose quartz, selenite, and amethyst throughout my home. These high vibration stones created an incredible upgrade in the ambient energy. Stones and crystals also serve as powerful allies in my shamanic healing work. Would it serve you to work more closely with crystals? If you're a newbie, two great starter books are The Pocket Book of Stones by Robert Simmons and The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. I'd like to mention briefly that I offer Solar Fire 9 as a dealer, and I have an unbeatable price on this, which is the world's #1 astrology software. It runs natively on Windows, but a Mac running Windows will run it as well as Windows tablets. Solar Fire contains something for everyone. It's designed for both novice and expert astrologers and makes it easy to quickly produce high-quality charts. For advanced astrologers and professionals, Solar Fire has a great variety of high-precision astrological calculations and an exceptional degree of user customization. For novices, its innovative point-and-click chart interpretations provide an enjoyable way to learn. Its many easily explored options are an invitation to experiment with new techniques. And no one sells Solar Fire for less than me. You can learn more about it on my site. Go to astroshaman.com, go to products, and it will be there in the pull-down menu. On Tuesday, November 15th, take advantage of the abundant mental stimulation provided by a Mercury-Mars sextile. Mercury 5 Sagittarius, Mars 5 Aquarius. Be careful not to talk too much. This aspect can get some people chattering away a mile a minute, but do communicate with enthusiasm. What's on our next show, I'll tell you in just a moment. First, I want to give you a heads up on my current podcast, my audio podcast for the first half of November. I have a special feature where I answer 14 different listener questions on various astrological subjects. A great way to bone up your astrological knowledge by listening to that episode. And information on everything else I'm about to mention is on the homepage of astroshaman.com. It's mentioned in the What's News section. Now it's easier than ever to shift into a blissful state of harmony, flow, and ease thanks to my free, extensively expanded invocation posts. Invocations for Healing and Awakening got the lion's share of the new content, but Your Negative Reactions, Golden Opportunities for Clearing and Awakening is also significantly enriched. These revised posts contain lots of new helpful information I usually give when I lead the invocations in person. Even if you've read the prior versions, I'm betting that you'll gain a deeper understanding of the invocations and be able to heal and awaken more easily. I hope you enjoy them. On November 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to appear on Awaken to Happiness Now at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, as I just said. I'll be not just doing invocations as usual, but I'll also be doing some astrology. You can call in to get a quick mini chart. I'll be doing some healing live, and it'll be a very fun and variety-filled appearance. Again, November 9th, 3 p.m. Eastern, Awaken to Happiness Now. You can link to it from the site, astroshaman.com. And if you happen to be around the Asheville area on November 18th, I'll present my 2017 full year astrology forecast to the Asheville Friends of Astrology. That'll be 7 to 9 p.m., Earth Fair Westgate in Asheville. And audience insights are welcome. Also, every third Tuesday, I do a Shamanic Awakening meetup here at my home in Asheville, very close to downtown. Information on that is in my Practical Spirituality section of astroshaman.com on the homepage. So what's coming up for the second half of November on our next forecast? We got more aspect patterns in play now. I've got a T-square that adds Venus to the Jupiter-Uranus-Pluto T-square. Jupiter is going to square Pluto exactly. I've got two different cradle aspect patterns involving Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus and other planets as well. We'll rock that cradle. We got a new moon in Sagittarius, 6 Mercury events, Neptune direct, the sun entering Sagittarius. A lot of great stuff. A very busy second half of November. As always, I'll be here to give you the best use of it. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to my Benjamin Bernstein YouTube channel to be notified when I post new videos. And if you like this video, please share it. This free video forecast is a partner project with iTunes #1 astrology audio podcast, This Week in Astrology. That's also free. You can get my semi-monthly astrology forecast in writing by subscribing to my free email newsletter at astroshaman.com. Once you're there, you can also link to my Facebook page where I post daily forecasts. My personal services include astrology, shamanic healing, and awakening activation. All are equally effective in person or long distance. My guarantee makes my services risk-free. If you don't feel your experience was helpful, there's no charge. I also offer other great products and services, many of which are free. To learn more, visit astroshaman.com. Thanks again for watching. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.